It's Wednesday, November 28, 2007, and you're watching The Ointment. I'm Steve Tatham, and I've come to a realization about myself. I'm an acquired taste. This week marks Game and Puzzle Week, so go figure. Our top story comes from the world of international diplomacy. Some very good news. Israel and Palestine have agreed to begin talks in earnest on creating a legally recognized nation for the people of Palestine, so that in the future, when Palestine is an internationally recognized country, it's going to make it a whole lot easier for the two of them to declare war on one another. Wednesdays here on the show, I invite a special guest into the studio, and today I have on Adam Gropman, who's a very funny comedian. And he's going to be seen in a live show here in Los Angeles that's musical. It's called Go People Go. He's also in a new feature film that's going to be coming out next year called Expired. And he's part of this show that's live where people read horrifying passages from their journals, diaries, and letters from when they were a teenager called Mortified. He's also in the book of the same title. But he's with us here today. So Adam, what's on your mind today?
You know, there's a writer's strike going on. I know you know that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was wondering, because you know in the old days, like I grew up with a lot of union sensibilities, you know what I'm saying, from my parents, old Democrats and stuff like that, Pete Seeger records, union. And we all know that back when real working, like auto workers and coal miners and stuff used to strike, they would send out goons to beat them. I mean, to physically beat them and stuff, right? And I wonder, what do they do today? Do they just send out guys to passively aggressively insult them, or just to give them the cold shoulder? Maybe they just send people out like that. They send supermodels out to go, like that at the writers. I wouldn't go with you. It's got to be very passive aggressive goons today. But I'm on the side of the writers. I want to join the writers and on, you know, in their strike, and maybe I can get a writing job that way.
Just out of sympathy?
Out of sympathy, totally. No, not for my own purposes and stuff. Right. No, I'd write at this. I'll write fortune cookies for if you pay me. I'll write hostage notes. I'll come up with graffiti. Seriously, I will copyright graffiti. Scripts, entire scripts.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, I'll do that. Speaking of show business, this year I got to do something that was just totally weird and surreal. I was on this show that was actually on ABC called The Next Best Thing, and it was like the last comic standing of celebrity impersonators. Wow. And it was the whole thing. It was shown on Wednesday nights on ABC, and they ended up having a winner. The winner was an Elvis impersonator. Like, could you get any more old school than that? But it was interesting. So I went down there. They recruited me to do. I can do this Adam Sandler impression, and it was fantastic. I was waiting outside the studio wall where they keep you for a while to sort of dehumanize you and demean you until you're really desperate, and they kind of have you. They want you, and then they let you in the studio, inside the castle and stuff. And I'm out there on the street, and there's like 85 crazy, insane celebrity impersonators. But most of them are way full-time about it. Like, I've done the Adam Sandler like twice in my life, you know what I mean? Things. But here I am surrounded by Marilyn Monroes and Michael Jacksons, and there's an Austin Powers and a Christopher Walken and stuff. And I ended up in line up against the studio wall next to like a Marilyn Monroe, like a Madonna, a Gwen Stefani, and I was in heaven, I gotta tell you. And they were all like, "Oh my God, it's Adam Sandler! You're so cute! Look at him!" I'm like, "Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, Sandler's starting to get an erection here, going, girls, I think you better back off. You guys are a little too cute." So anyway, it was a really interesting experience. This is when I do my Sandler. I got to put the baseball cap on. Like, no way! It's good to be here in The Ointment, Steve. It's a cool show. Where are we? We're in this must be the middle of Hollywood or something. I'm actually hanging in downtown LA, right next to the 110 freeway. In downtown. Ooh, we're doing it. Boop. Put on your yarmulke. Time to celebrate Hanukkah. Okay. Yeah. I know, that's not a Frank Caliendo level impression. I do Sandler on weekends. It's a side gig. It's probably 10th on my list of abilities. Seriously. Below volleyball. I don't care. I'm just doing it for the kids. The kids love Sandler. That's crazy. No way. This has been a lot of fun. You can come see my next movie, Flippity Jibbity, down in the fourplex down there. Oh my God, this is cool.
Adam, thanks a lot for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. It's been a lot of fun. And go check me out on the internet, and you know, just check out what I'm doing. I've got this live show with my group called Go People Go. It's really cool, musical stuff. And thank you, Hollywood.
Adam Gropman, ladies and gentlemen, that was Adam Gropman, and if you're here in Los Angeles, catch Go People Go. And I'm going to have more of that Adam interview coming up on a future show. And finally, I'd like to finish off today's show with an American success story. His name is Butch Davis. He's the football coach at North Carolina. In his first season there, he went 4-8. And what was the result? Well, he's getting a $291,000 raise, bringing his salary to $2.1 million. So go out and tell your boss that is what you'd like to be measured against, only in America. That's the ointment for another day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Tatham, and that's news. Catch you tomorrow, everybody.